Alright, what's good, YouTube? This is Charles, the face of Trade Tables, and we're here again with our friend Kevin, who he got, was it
25th place.
25th place, so he got top 32 at the Seattle Regionals, playing Dragon Link. It is an updated list, so we're going to check this out, alright?
Alright.
So let's go ahead and get it started.
Yeah, so I played Dragon Link at the Seattle Regional the past weekend, 25th place. It's a 45 card list. I only made one change to it after the regional, which I kind of regretted because it cost me a draw my first round. But let's get into it. So side deck, extra, field center, shout outs to Luis. So main deck, so we have 3 black metal with the red MD package, or this, yeah, pretty standard. No meteor. I wanted to. I would play the meteor package if it was on the was it Epsilon or the Delta, what's it, the other gamma, the Spawnigator, but I didn't have time to test it, so I just kept it here, in a sense. 3 Seafords. For the rocket package, I actually cut down on the rockets. I'm on 1 of each rocket and Abstrauder. So I don't want to see these as normal summons, I want to see these as extenders. So that's why I'd rather see 3 quick launch and then like 1 potential name. Please search them off Abstrauder. And this is also a mini Cyber Dragon, so worst case, like you just summon it to a zone and monster points to, and you keep pushing from there. So for that, the Chaos Babies, 3-1. I'm not on the Chaos Emperor, no need. Runic was still a thing. I probably would still be would play the Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, but it's not, so I don't play it. Bestial package. I'm on 3 Bestials, 1 of each name. Because the names,
Just one of each name?
just 1 of each name, including the Baldric. I'm not main decking Beast, so this is another way to tribute the Seals or tribute Jewel's Firm if you're not on Beast. And also your opponent's unexpected, so when they try to link summon or push past losing the extra deck body, this throws them off, and sometimes they just can't play through it. And also triggers Jewel's Firm too. So there's many ways you can play this route, the Beast route, or the SP route. It depends on player preference. That's the Bestial lineup. Hand trap lineup. I'm on 15 hand traps. Ash, Valor, Nibiru, Imperm. I guess the last hand trap would be Triple Tactics. So because I cut Nocto and 1 of the rocket names.
So wait a minute, hold on. You understand that this is a board breaker card, not necessarily a hand trap, right?
It's in the hand trap slot. You know, if you go first, they hand trap you. Depending on what your hand is, you have to punish them by looking at their hand.
Yeah.
You rip a card out,
Exactly.
or going second, you take a card, draw 2, or it's flexible. It's the 1 flex spot because you still need some gas in the deck because you're cutting some extenders and some dragon names. This is a way to push past.
Push past.
Get it. So you draw 2, you draw into Abyss, you draw into Quick Launch, you sack the Chaos Space, and you just keep playing. If your hand's good. Or if your hand's good, you look at the hand. You look at your opponent's hand. If the hand's bad, then you just draw 2 cards. Go from there. So that's the hand trap lineup, 15 cards.
Let's just say it's not an engine lineup.
The non-engine lineup, yes.
It's like hand traps.
I would play more hand traps, but Dragon Link needs the additional gas, so that's why it's tactics and not like Droll or Bell.
Okay.
Lastly, the Quick Launch,
Quick launch, of course.
the Power 1-ofs.
For whatever reason, he always has Chaos Space.
Oh baby, we're stacking hard. That's all the spells. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, I saw the Beasts. 45 cards, main decked. I wouldn't change anything moving forward, depending on the format. Because I cut Beast because I want to see gas. So that's why opening Beast and opening Chaos Emperor just doesn't do enough. Trying to break into a board. Extra deck, Synchro Monsters. Dissipator, Angel, Borlo, Barone, and the Link Monsters, the Link 2s, and then I made this a lot. Always end on IP to go into SP, and you make it with a Jewel's Room to get 2 interruptions, a Banish and Send. The Link 3s. I played Link 3s going into the Seattle Regional because I needed non-destruction removal. So it was this, Jewel's Room, and SP. It never came up, but I liked having the option going into the regional, and also in some weird situations where you can't get rid of your own Striker Dragon and you don't want to link 3 just to end up into link 2. You would sometimes IP into the Unicorn, spin back a card, draw a card, and sometimes if your opponent couldn't break your board, you're drawing 2 cards to the next turn because you're co-linked. I think you draw 2 cards. It was never on the field, but it was an option. The only difference. I would not change the extra deck. I would just keep it the same. This is the same list for Vegas, but in Vegas we didn't do as good. Side deck, 3 Bell, 3 Droll, Phantasme, Cosmic for the back row and Fire Team matchups, And then the only change I would have made moving forward into this regional, these two cards were DD Crow. I didn't know what else to put in last minute, and I kind of regretted it. So in going to Seattle, we were DD Crow. Then it never came up. So I needed to cut them afterwards, and I realized I needed another form of back removal. So I just put in the Duster, and one of my draws was because of time, and I didn't think to decide the Scarlight. And so afterwards,
should have had the Scarlight.
I should have had the Scarlight.
Always
So
bring
that
a
was
time card.
that was one of
Always
the
bring a time card.
yeah. So that was my mistake. So yeah, I cut the Crows. I put these in. I think the side deck is figured out. I would not change anything moving forward into the next upcoming regional, aside from these two. But that's the list. 45 cards. Side deck, extra deck. It's pretty,
All right.
almost
So,
pretty standard.
Okay. So, quick rundown. Don't need a thorough explanation, but like just the decks you played against, like how you feel when your deck was performing.
It was
these, matchups.
there was a mixture of both. I played a few rogue decks, a few mid-range decks, and 2 fire decks.
Okay.
I was able to beat both the fire decks, but they were also on a different variant. One was on the FTK Bushwalking build, and the other one was Rescue Ace, like with a little fire engine in it. I didn't see much of it because I opened at Triple Infirm. It was that Goblin Riders. It was what else did I play? It was a few rogue decks. Branded. He tried to skip my turn. Went full combo. Opened Bestial Bell, Ash, and luckily I was able to survive and just keep him off Branded Fusion with the bell. Turn 3.
Okay.
It was I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a mixture of mid-range decks and like other.
All right. Well,
meta
I mean
decks.
that's good. That's good. So we got another regional coming up here in about a week. Are you gonna be playing this deck still?
I will still be on this deck. I might switch to another deck moving forward, but for now, for me, this deck is fun, and I think I have it figured out for this format. Hopefully, the balance will change things and make it so that way we won't have to play as many hand traps
What do you
in
think?
the deck.
What do you think about the ban list? What do you think needs to be hit?
I think I was talking this over with Georgie, but I think the 3 biggest cards would have to be Flamebird, Shifter, and probably Featherstorm. The cards, 2 of those cards don't let you play. The Flamebird is just a modern day Block Dragon, so I think those 3 cards get hit, then I think Dragon should still be a viable deck. Not a tier 1 deck, but like at least tier 2 high roll contender deck. But yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's Kevin. He's got 25th place at the Salem Regional. Getting his invite.
I did.
We gotta go to Texas.
We'll be there.
We're going to Texas. Let's go. Trade tables in Texas.
We'll be there,
All right.
man.
All right, this is Charles, the face of Trade Tables, signing out. Peace.